State Nittany Lions. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. Alabama about to kick off to get this game underway. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Handoff from the gun. Not a lot going on there. Picked up a couple. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season, that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player, you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. And now this offense will try to overcome that second down incompletion. On third and long, try to convert through the air. Finds his target down the middle. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down. The Nittany Lions want to move quickly. From the gun, the running back has it. He stopped at the 48, a pickup of 10 on the play.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create second and short, third and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
Snagged in the middle. It's White. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. The Nittany Lions come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Caught in the backfield, it's McMillan. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Gives it on the option. Oh, he's got some space. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. The Nittany Lions kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
That's reeled in. It's Reynolds. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. He's going to look for a man on third and short. He's got the tight end. He steps out of bounds, but it'll be enough to give them a first and goal.
Well, they caught the defense off guard with that play right there. Here they are in field goal range. It's third and short. You know, the odds say it's going to be a run. Instead, they throw it. They get a big play now setting up first and goal.
And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Penn State!
And that is what a team of this caliber is expected to do, right? They've got the better number beside their name by all the metrics, by a talent standpoint, coaching standpoint. They're the superior team, and they just drove the ball in the first possession of the game, and they looked like scoring a touchdown and asserting their dominance.
Returner will field it and try to get some field position. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
Man, not much much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
I'm not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block that. How about the offensive lineman push the guy backwards and make some holes?
The give to the back. Didn't find a lot of room. Let's give him 2 out to the 20.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Back to pass. Looking left. It's caught downfield. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
It's a really nice-looking throw. This dude is a weapon in this offense at the quarterback position. It's so funny, I think back to guys like Greg McElroy and A.J. McCarron, guys that may or may not have unfairly been tapped.
Breaks into the open. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big game.
Looking to throw on first down. Touchdown tie. They won it all, and that is exactly what they got.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. Looking down the middle. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver comes in motion. Got a man, it's Reynolds. And he laid the lumber to stop him from getting the first down.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's
intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And they capitalized not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
Hands it off. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Wants to go up top. Fires to the big fella. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
And you see tight end matchups all over the field all the time. Now, it used to just be in the red zone. Now, you just find the big fella, you put him in the slot, try to give him the ball as much as possible because you know he can make big plays.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come to Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline. I don't know what he said, but I think just invoke the fear of God into this defense because this 3-and-out has been sensational, dominant. This is the way they've got to play moving forward.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. When you're around midfield, there's not really much of a choice. Go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Catch in the middle. It's Saunders. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Looking downfield on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. Good route on the comeback, and he makes the catch. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the 2nd quarter. Absolutely nothing settled. Deadlocked after one period of play as we have a look at the stats. That 1st quarter set the standard, and we hope we get a lot more of that here in the 2nd. First play of the period, 1st down here. It's a draw. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll move the wide receiver. Going to sling it on 2nd down. Firing to the right, complete. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! These two have spent plenty of time together. That was almost telepathic, David.
No doubt, and quarterbacks and wide receivers throw all offseason to get on the same page. You can see he hits him in stride. That's why he gets the touchdown.
Fellas, a battle in the Beaver State today. A lot of green, a lot of orange in the stands. Whenever Oregon and Oregon State have at it, and here's the latest. Oregon pulled into town on a mission, and they're hightailing it out of here with a huge win. Veni, Vidi, Vici. I came, I saw, I conquered. And that's precisely what the Ducks did. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Leaves it with the running back. Turning it on! That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Alabama pushing the tempo.
Really good-looking run. You know, you think about the legacy Alabama has at the running back position. It's ridiculous. Mark Ingram won a Heisman, obviously Derrick Henry, Josh Jacobs. I'm going to go back to Sean Alexander, who I played against back in the day, too. All these guys had speed. All these guys had vision and quickness. And this guy right here, he has all of those traits himself. Just another big-time talent in the Crimson Tide backfield.
Finds his tight end. At midfield, he's got room. Shoved out of bounds after a big game. They'll mark it at the plus 42.
Nice job decision-making by the quarterback there in the RPO, not handing it off, knowing he had to throw it, but then also understanding his open guy was going to be in the right flat.
Wants to throw on first down. He lofts one down the sideline. And that one's incomplete. We're taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open. That's why that one fell incomplete.
Here comes the noise from this big crowd in Happy Valley on third down. Sets up the screen. Across the 25. There he goes. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
And when you run these screen plays, you're trying to get your playmaker the ball in space, and what a great job They get it to the running back, but look at the blocks out in front. Everybody paving the way, creating some space, and then he's got so much speed, he can take care of the rest. Really, really nice screen pass.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Texas is painting an offensive masterpiece so far. It's been like a Bob Ross masterclass. They're up 14 over UTSA. That's where things stand right now. And, of course, if the script is flipped, you will hear about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Gonna run it. It's White. So runs like that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35. The Nittany Lions have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down. And the Nittany Lions took those plain headgears, got their blocks, and picked up the first down.
Yeah, and those headgears are a staple, aren't they, of college football? I know exactly what you're talking about.
Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. They'll give it to the back. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
That's a really good job by the defense. Wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Trying to set up the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. Alabama comes to the line on 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Trying to beat the D deep. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down.
I want to give a shout-out to the defense there on 3rd down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback on 3rd down. Really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
They're throwing for it on 4th down. It's incomplete, and the defense comes up with a stop.
Well, great defense on that one. They were ready for pass. They forced the incompletion. They're coming off the field. That's a big win for this defense.
Use the play fake. Now to throw. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
Man, that's an impressive play. This dude is so dominant. And I'll tell you, we don't have enough time in this broadcast to list off all the great Alabama D linemen, especially in recent years.
There he goes! They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and long. Caught over the middle. It's Saunders. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Great job by the defense here, forcing the fumble on the wide receiver. Look, understand the ball came out quick. I got to break, get Hats to the football, secure the tackle, try to get that football out. Nice turnover, nice hustle by this defense.
So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again here.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those 4th down situations, you do that a lot of times because you know your defense can make stands, make stops. They did on that last possession for you.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Unloads to the wideout. It's incomplete, and that also might be what is called a learning experience and one this freshman got away with. I thought white noise was supposed to be relaxing. This is deafening on 3rd down. the gun, wants to pass. It's caught, and he gets it done on third down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44. Alabama with a 1st and 10 here. The running back has it. Got enough for the first down and wants more. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10.
What a phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run, and they're not going to just take their time and huddle up to get the next play call. They're right back at the line of scrimmage, going tempo.
They won't have time to run another play, and we will take it to the 2-minute timeout. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Gets it out fast. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
The offense hasn't been able to get it done on 4th down. 0 for 2 so far. They'll try to turn that around here. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the grab. It's Adams. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw it. Pulls it in. It's Williams. Oh, he's got some space. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Bama!
These close games a lot of times come down to who executes late in the ball game. That was a late game situation. Nice execution, and now they got the lead going into the half, and they have all the momentum.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. A 67-yard touchdown drive there. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Quarterback making adjustments. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Got it in the middle. It's Reynolds. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37. And the Nittany Lions headed quickly to the line. To the air on first down. Right down the middle. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. Holding on the offense, accepted, so they'll back up and go at it again. On first down, here comes this offense. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Got his man quickly. Strong, firm tackle. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running, second down coming. The inside handoff. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. Throws for the tight end. And this is going to be incomplete on third.
Yeah, and third and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
The Nittany Lions looking to convert on fourth down. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. And the O will stay out there and go for it on 4th and inches. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. The incomplete pass makes this series end in frustration as they turn it over on downs.
Well, they're unable to come up with that one on 4th down, and I remember this as a player. You practice specific plays on 4th down for those types of situations, and you know all week against the scout team, they've gotten really clean looks, easy to execute against. They didn't get a clean look that time, so you chalk it up to the defense and take note of it next time. You might not run that play again if you're in a similar situation.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Rushes on him. Got his man on the right. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires toward the end zone. Can't make the connection. Incomplete pass, and 1 second remains.
Yeah, and I don't know what happened. He didn't look open as it is, and the QB's trying to make a play, trying to force the ball, but at least he threw it where his guy could catch it or nobody could catch it.
The offense burns its 3rd and final timeout of the half. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. To the air on 2nd down. He'll take another shot here. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Nittany Lions will kick it away to crank up the second half. Fielded in the end zone. It's Adams. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Here comes that Alabama offense. Looking to throw on 1st down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Alabama quickly back to the line. To the ground. He's got it again. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive. Stick your foot in the ground. Pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain. And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. They get him down, but he does pick up 3 to the 32-yard line. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
Well, you love to see that from the defense, right? It's like bend, don't break. They've given up a bunch of plays on this drive, but now that they're getting down close to field goal range, you're seeing them start to stiffen up.
Yeah, and plays don't matter anymore. Yards don't matter. All that matters with these defenses nowadays is points and limiting them.
Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Makes the grab, plenty for the first down. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. The crowd getting behind this defense as they try to get a stop in the red zone. Out of the backfield, he's open. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. Alabama comes to the line with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Alabama! The offense strikes again to extend its lead here in the second half.
And they got everything working. How great is this? You extend your lead. Now you get your defense back on the field. Great job taking advantage of the situation and building on that lead.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. He'll bring it out. It's Williams. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on 2nd down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks in a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a 3rd down.
The Nittany Lions moving quickly to the line. This time they'll go to the running game. Gets it past the marker. At the 45 on his way. And that tackle almost certainly saved the touchdown after he ripped off a huge gain.
Man, having a great back makes life so easy on your offense. It balances everybody out. It commits more guys to the box. And this guy all season long, he's in the top 10 in rushing for a reason. He's continued to make plays. You continue to trust him. This guy is a great running back.
After that last completion, it's 2nd down. Back to pass. Fires to the wideout. Trying to find the end zone. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal.
And you see on that play the confidence that he has in that playmaker on the perimeter of the field. He's already had a couple catches in this game. It seems like he's always open. And right there, nice job fitting that football into a small space and great awareness by the receiver getting his feet down in bounds.
He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. Offense trying to pay it off on 2nd and goal. Quick strike complete. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
When offense starts to get inside the 5, defensively, I get more and more aggressive. I get closer and closer to my guy. I got to understand that ball comes out and it's tight windows. Really nice job by the defense understanding the situation.
It'll be interesting to see what the head coach wants to do here, guys. Of course, you just got stopped trying to run the football down close on 3rd down. Now it's 4th and goal, but you're on the 2-yard line. Do you have confidence in your guys up front to get it done?
Facing this double-digit deficit here in the second half, almost a no-brainer to go for it on 4th down. The play-action fake. Drilled as he throws, and they stop him on 4th down with the heat.
Great coverage on that 4th down play. Nice job blanketing the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
The goalpost breathing down their neck as they're backed up in their own end, starting the drive from their own one. At the 20, he's got space. Hits the accelerator to the right. At the 30. Inside the 10. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch.
A lot of times when you go to the stat sheet after the game, defenses are going to look at explosive plays. Like, we're taught to be top down, stay deep, don't give up those big plays, make them earn it all the way down the field. Bad job giving up the big play in the passing game.
What a great play by the defense. When you talk about this running back, he's got a nose for the end zone. He just finds a way. You've seen that a couple times already early in this game, but defense wasn't having any of it that time.
And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3. After giving up that big play, this defense has been a rock. 3rd and goal coming. Trying to bull his way in. And they will score. Touchdown tie. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. He has been surgical. Precision passes. Using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for it. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. Grabbed over the middle. It's Reynolds.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Catch in the middle. It's Reynolds. And they make the tackle, not before he gets the first down. Now let's see if they rush to the line or let the time run out here in the 3rd. We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play.
14.
They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period.
Military stunt.
Use the play fake. Now to throw. Deep shot for the end zone. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game, so they're calling their coverages accordingly, and there was nowhere to go with that football. Really nice job by the defense being in position to force the incompletion.
And that 3rd down pass had some serious juice, but they couldn't hook up.
You know, timing is so important in the RPO game, especially on 3rd down. Quarterback and receiver just didn't have it there, and now it's 4th down.
On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Finds the tight end. And he's going to go out of bounds short of the line to gain.
Love the coverage on defense there. 4th down, they were ready for the pass. And you saw in the back end, great job being in position to make that play. And now their offense is coming on the field.
Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had it. Much better field position this time around. Starts a drive trying to go up top. He uncorks one deep. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They've built a huge lead now. Incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
Trying to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
After getting 4 sacks last game, this defense really is trying to create an identity as being one of the better pass rushing units in the entire country. Haven't really seen that, though, in this game so far until that last play. Now, let's see how that affects the rest of this game.
Oh, and he just flat dropped it. You do not see this guy do that very often. It'll be 4th down. Alabama will bring the punt team on the field. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He gets a block. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. There's a lot of pressure when you have that number 1 beside your name, and perhaps it was the pressure, perhaps it was just one of those days, but that reign is coming to an end. Trying to make magic with his feet. Forced out of bounds, and they'll mark it dead at the 34. The Nittany Lions in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. He's got him. Makes the tackle right at the 28-yard line. Pick up a 5, and they'll move the sticks. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. That's caught. It's White. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the 1st down. And the Nittany Lions come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Give to the running back. He breaks a tackle. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8. The Nittany Lions racing to the line in the hurry-up. A 1st down run in the red zone. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. They keep pushing forward now, back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. They'll run play action. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Penn State! Fitted in the window for the score. This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
Yeah, it just gets in the zone, right? When you can't miss, you've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick you apart.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Hale. Knocked down right at the 25, and I guess he breaks even, bringing it out of the end zone. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. And these guys come out feeling some game pressure. Things have tightened up, and they punted it last time they had it. Looking downfield on 1st down. Makes the catch. It's Williams. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Slants against man. That wide receiver has to win right now at the line of scrimmage against that DB playing man coverage. Quarterback, timing with the wide receiver, put it on the money. Wide receiver's probably still going to get hit too. We got to hold on to that.
Knocked down behind the line for the 2nd straight play, bringing up a 3rd and lots of work to do. Out of the gun to give to the back. He did not make it. A stone wall on 3rd down.
Yeah, and really good 3rd down situational defense. You know it's 3rd and long. You know the pass play's coming. Defense was ready. Nice job forcing the 4th down.
So how good you feeling right now if you're on offense in this situation? You want to just play conservative? You want to punt it over and let your defense finish out the game? Or do you trust your quarterback to go make a play and win the game right now?
Great place to start for this offense. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Quickly out to the tight end. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a 1st down. The Nittany Lions are in the red zone. They're going back to the ground. They get him stopped after a 2-yard gain. Ball is at the 17. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have led him a little too much.
And those are tough passes. When you start throwing those balls towards the sidelines, it's a longer throw for the quarterback to make. And I think that's when you see the majority of the misses for guys, the majority of the overthrows and a little bit of inaccuracy start to show itself.
On that 3rd down, they took a shot in the end zone, just couldn't connect. QB and receiver not on the same page, and now it's decision time if you're the head coach on 4th.
Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. The offense gets a quick timeout. At this point, every second is precious. They'll play it safe and try for 3. He'll line it up from 34 yards out. It's good. Easy call for the refs. Now the lead is down to 11.
Well, listen, you get the field goal. It's a 2-possession game. The pressure now, though, is on your offense. For the remainder of this thing, every time you get the ball, you've got to be aggressive. You've got to be thinking at least 1 touchdown here to win this football game. They put themselves in position. We've seen crazy things happen in college football, obviously. Wait to see how this thing plays out.
Here comes that Alabama offense. This defense will try to keep everything in front. Finds a little bit of space, gets 3 to the 22.
Well, at this point of the game, with the lead in the 4th quarter, deep in their own end, they're going to want to run the football, no doubt. The defense knows that, and they're going to be trying to rip it out, seeing if they can get a takeaway to set up their offense in great field position. So ball security right here has got to be big.
Fights off the defender. Into a mass of giant bodies. We'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. The decibel meter's about to explode. One of the great environments, wide-out level noise. Fires left. Or did he find a hole in that secondary? Oh, out of space. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch. They are really clicking along, 1st and goal on just the 4th play of the drive. Snap in the shotgun. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
And this QB's had some success, man, throwing to the football to the end zone. Like 3 touchdown passes today. Nice job by the defense responding, right? Don't give up more big plays. Understand.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start.
And with that touchdown, man, you're getting excited. As a fan base, you're about to go to 3-0. Like, a lot of things could go wrong to start a season. Everything gone right. That's a great sign for this squad. They got it rolling. Can they keep that momentum, keep climbing up the rankings, and who knows what happens at the end of the year.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Williams. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. They'll try to put a drive together, starting from their own 12. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Throws to the tight end. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
This was my favorite time to be a defensive lineman, man. You get up big, late in the game, you know it's past. You're just teeing off on the quarterback. The defensive backs, they're bailing, playing those deep passes. It is hard to play offensive football in this situation.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Got his man downfield. A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. The Nittany Lions come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Just keep slinging it. Got it in the middle. It's Reynolds. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. He's taking a deep shot. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Taking it the other way. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
He'll do it himself. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And that will extend their lead even further.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Quarterback making checks. Going right to work up top. Bringing the heat. It's incomplete, and trust me, you will not see that very often from this guy. It's 2nd down.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
A strike downfield. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. Wants to throw on first down. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. After this, it'll be a wrap. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. A deep throw as the clock winds down. And the pass falls to the ground, and the ball game is over. Both of these teams are high-caliber squads, but it sort of felt as if these guys had something to prove today, and man, did they go out and do it.
Man, they proved it, and they proved they were better. They thought they were better coming in. We were talking to them. They had a lot of confidence. They said, we're not ranked as high as we should be, and now they just showed the whole world. This squad is for real. We're going to be discussing them in the playoffs in the future, and they made a statement today, Palmer.
Yeah, that's the thing, David. To me, after watching that absolute beatdown, you can't help but think to yourself, This is a college football playoff caliber team. If they play like that, moving forward, if they put their A game together in all three phases, this is a team we're going to be talking about very, very late.